Good morning, YouTube. It is 9:40. It is June the 28th, 2023. Uh, After a night of sanding with wet and dry sandpaper, and then a morning of polishing, and I went to a bunch of polishing wheels, and I used this kind of polishing compound from Dremel, but I believe it changed the color of the rock. This is how she turned out. But I think I'm going to try to fix it, as I really don't like the color, and there's a few places like in here I really need to smooth over. It kind of shows me where I need to smooth all this over. And her eye, I need to work on her eye a little bit now that I look at it like this. And there's a place here where I bumped it with something, but I really want it to look like this one. This was just done with after putting boiled linseed oil on it. So maybe we can fix it. I hope I can. I went to Lowe's the other day, or yesterday, after my doctor's appointment, and I picked up these abrasive buffs, and I got the this one is 180 to 280. This one's the 180 in here. It's pretty rough, and I've got the 280 on the wheel, and then I have 320 to finish it off, hopefully. But we'll see what this does. See if I can get some of this off here and hopefully get her back to her natural color, the color I really want. So let's give that a try. And I dropped it in my water a while ago, so maybe that'll help, maybe it won't. And maybe, yeah, I think you can still see. I don't think I splashed it. Get some of that off there. All right. See if it'll help. If it don't, I'm just doing the bottom. I can always go back over it with that buffing compound again. Alright, let's see what that looks like. Yeah, that might work. Okay, that's what we're going to do then. We'll go ahead and buff all that off, and then go ahead and go back to this fine grit, and then we'll buff it out with this cloth buff and with nothing on it, and see what that looks like, and I'll bring you back. Hopefully we can fix her, but I'm gonna get in here with some knives and see, or files, and see if I can fix that. But I believe the hands turned out pretty decent. I'm hoping hoping I can save her. She looks fine, I guess, but don't look the way I wanted her to look. So we'll find out what we can do. All right, I'll bring her back. Okay, after a few minutes, this is what we got in here. Let's see if we can tell some of the places where we missed. And we'll probably have to get with the wet dry sandpaper before we go too far. Yeah. Look on her shoulder, on her hand here. I know up in here too. I know I couldn't get in there with that, so let's look real quick. You can get this up in there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get down in there. So that'd be the job for the wet dry sandpaper, and we'll do that, and probably go over it with these smaller wheels. But this wheel, it really didn't last that long. I mean, they're $5, a little over $5 for the pair of them, but you might need to get a couple of them if you do this. All right, I'll be back. Okay, now let's see what that done. Took us till 10, a little after 10. I think we got most of it the best we can. Let's see what it looks like. At least with that first grit. Still go over it with these other finer grits. I think we got her. I'm not seeing any places I've missed so far. All right. If you can see the, well, I'm gonna have to get right in there. I can do that. These smaller buffing wheels will probably do that, but you can see the little different colors we got. Probably, yeah. And but I think once I get her all done and get my name on it, I don't know where I'm gonna put my name. Yeah, it's gonna be okay, but probably end up putting it back here out of the way or on the bottom. I'm not the feature here, it's the artwork itself, I believe. But alright, we'll bring you back when we get a little bit further. Alright, after polishing and wiping her off the best I could, and I ended up signing my name. We're going to put a coat of boiled linseed oil on this because it's been my, see right here, it's been my experience that this will absorb oils, this rock. And you seen how dark it was with the polishing compound, how dark it got. And I want to hopefully bring out the colors in her. I don't know if this will or not, but I believe it will. Got boiled linseed oil, and it's just going to be straight boiled linseed oil. And we'll see what it looks like. But there's my name. That's why I call the channel Making Do, because my first initials is D and my last initials O. So that's where the do comes from, and I make do with whatever I got around me, like my watering system I got going. I think this will turn out okay. And I'll get a coat on her, and then I'll wipe it off, wipe the excess off, and then I'll bring you back after it dries, and we'll see what it looks like. Alright, let me get that done. Okay, it is 4:27 now. It's 96 degrees out here. My phone says it's 99, and it feels like 110, and it does. But this is what we went from this to this, and I don't know. I still am not happy with the color. If anybody out there can tell me what the reason I put boiled linseed oil on it is because this rock does absorb the oils off your skin. and I want people to pick it up and touch it whenever I have it displayed uh, at my shows. And but it needs some kind of barrier for that, so it doesn't discolor. Because people eating greasy food and everything else, that'll discolor it, and usually it's at art shows, like outside art shows, and is where I have been setting up. It was back in the 90s though, but I'm going to start it again. But if anybody knows of anything I could put on this as a sealer that will seal it but still keep the feel, I don't know, maybe a wax, but beeswax is a brown. I've never put that on here. I might try it, but I don't know. That's what we got so far. The hands turned out fairly good. I still need to get in here with some Q-tips and stuff and clean out all this dust from polishing on it. It's dry from the boiled linseed oil right now, but what I was doing, I was polishing it with this, and it leaves this little dust everywhere, and that's what got in the cracks, and I gotta clean that out tonight and see what it looks like in the morning. But let me know if anybody out there can knows of anything I could put on this. Like I said, I'm self-taught artist. Never went to school for this. I never went, the last art school I went to was in the 6th grade, and that's another story for next time maybe. But if you can give me any suggestions, I'd appreciate it. Let me know if you like it this way, or if you like it whenever I had it stripped completely down to bare rock. And that collar, I really kind of like that collar because you can really see the different striations in here. But like I said, it's got to have a barrier, or else the people's oils off their hands are going to leave their marks. It'll soak in. But all right, let me know what you think. I'll put this on the whole thing from start to finish on a playlist on my channel, and if anybody's interested, if you happen to stumble upon this video, it'll be there. All my carvings I'll put on a playlist. But that was just I carved it that way just to let people know how long it took. It took 8 days, 7-8 days, something like that, working on her. But it was a labor of love, I guess. But and I need to figure out a name for it too. So any suggestions there would be appreciated. All right, I'll let you go until next time. Okay, this is what it looks like out in the sun, if anybody's interested. But I don't know. Let me know what you think. All right, I'll see you later.